And in that past, we dreamt of a free future in which we could be whatever we wanted to be, germinating like a follicle from a blossoming sprout. Soon freedom was shattered, and it was only ourselves we lay to waste, a peril in thinking that posterity is far-fetched from the present. We rather fight for our freedom now or never, because tomorrow can stall in the lids of a coffin. How iconically ironic if we lived in slavery, where our minds were limited by our surroundings, and it perverted our sense of reasoning into the perverse. Less progressive in the motives of humanization. Freedom has an aromatic recipe like a sandalwood. Without freedom, we are repressed and regressed in comparison to the thought of hope or its familiarity. Hope concedes when it sees distaste to the eyes, and how vigorously we have been in despair, in wear and tear, with no repair, and absolute fear. When we ask for freedom, we are being hexed and axed and repatriated to the Long Island of disparage. We need the freedom of our human rights in this country. We need freedom to speak without fear or bias of the truth. We need freedom to industrialize our sense of enterprise. We need freedom to worship however we like. We need social investment to secure our social stratosphere. We need freedom to achieve all our aspirations. We need freedom to mingle freely with all the tribes as one country. We need not be domiciled in acute oppression. And how we would hear no such assurances of tomorrow. We are resolute that today we gain back the absolution of our freedom, confiscating nothing of marginalization to our civil rights. We need not herd our freedom to the confines of such malicious adulterations. We need not centralize our thoughts on the singleton of bribery and corruptibility, ransomed in place of justice. We need freedom to govern ourselves in free and fairness. Freedom should never be left in the cruel hands of tomorrow. Tomorrow is a clone that is classified as matter or air, and building hopes that have no fermentation or reality are just for the sake of the stakes of the timid. But there's the time enough today to pass the brink and bring into the completion the manifolds of meaningful and impactful insights into making a well-residual community, communing in peace. In our society, this is the least among the unspoken. How tomorrow comes and swoops away all our sweats. The water of bitterness are to be gained from such persuasive laterite, an adjunct in this incoherent time without number. We are on the cusp of domineering our freedom, and we will not stop until our freedom is complete. What animal rights are ascribed to a lifeless amoeba in the telekinesis of such a kinetic catastrophe? Potentialized, dared toward the utmost wreckage of our society. And give us freedom now or forever hold your peace. And Nigerians, our freedom is now or never. We'd rather take it now or lose it forever. Yes. This piece talks about chapter 4, section 30, 31, 32 of the Nigerian Constitution, which talks about freedom of rights of speech, of movements, of association. These are key rights in making sure that our freedom is ensured in our country, and our freedom is constitutional. You're free to worship as you like, you're free to join any political party, you're free to express your civil rights in civic will and peace. So I want to ensue and tell our government, tell our people that we have freedom of rights as we so please, and it's enshrined in our Constitution. My lovely audience and people all across the world, I hope you've enjoyed listening to your Poetic, the Weekend Show. I want to shout out to Andy Madiki, my lovely producer, to Missy Daya, to Didi, to Ayo Adams, to Chef Tender, Aishibi, Roland, all our friends on the Weekend Show here. Please don't go anywhere and stay tuned because we have a political segment coming up for you on the Weekend Show.